Hello everyone, how are we all doing today? Uh, wrong one. I made a copy of that one. Oh, crud. Oh, crud, did we, because I left the thing off on that thing, it... Ew. Did it remove the counter I had? Because I did... Okay, I need to go change the thing then. I need to check this. Let me just test one. Let me check. Okay, they are, okay, they're linked somehow. That's really weird how they're actually, like, linked together. So that means I need to get rid of that. That keeps that there. Now I need to add a new text block. Add source. Shift. Oh, Control Z. Okay, I can't believe I somehow didn't think of this happening. Then again, we've all come to realize that I am a complete idiot. Yeah, so... Yeah, so now I actually need to figure out where, what our number was in the last one. So we're gonna be starting this up, and then I'll figure out what the thing was during that. Oh, there we go. So I'm actually gonna be doing these solo today for once. Yeah, the reason why I decided to do them solo is that yes, no Rock Blast. I want Rock Blast. I hope that they pick Rhydon. Good, they picked Rhydon. We have amazing lineups for this. We actually have an amazing line. I might actually just save this path and just reload it over and over and over again. Like, if it's gonna be as this good, I'm probably gonna just reload it. Because again, we're just doing this solo. Let me look to see what the thing was. Drotagon would be ideal. Let me actually just see this. We capped it off at 40. We capped it off at 40. All right, there we go. I hope no one saw that embarrassment. I very much hope no one saw that embarrassment. But how is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing quite well. I'm doing okay. I am doing well. We go for skill shot. So how is everyone doing today? Who is live? Who's there in the... Aklen, thank you. Yeah, we go through these pretty quick. We go through the raids kind of quick. Because, like, the thing is, Ho-Oh has a 4x weakness to rock, and... Yeah, a 4x weakness to rock, just, it means that anything that is a rock type can just basically run through it. That's one of the reasons why I'm thinking about just going with the Resetting the Path. Because rock types are actually also pretty good, and there's a lot of things that actually get rock type moves. Like, I know a number of fighting types get rock type coverage moves, and because it's a 4x weakness, they can still do a good amount of damage. Which is why I'm considering just going that with the things. And also, thank you already for the 3 likes. Thank you already for the 3 likes. And the 2 people watching. Thank you. It means a great deal to me. I'm glad that you guys enjoy these things. I'm glad that you guys do enjoy them. But let's see what we can actually get. Gonna go for another Max Wind. I do love Max Worm, but I pretty much like all the Dynamax move animations. I also really like the names. But yeah. Funny thing, I actually have a video on Dynamax and things like that coming not soon, but it's gonna be coming in the next... It's gonna be coming before January. A lot of my discussion things are gonna be made before January, potentially going live post-January, but not... You know, discussion videos, I might pepper those in throughout the whole thing, because I've mentioned this before, but for people who are new, when it comes to January, after January, I'm going to be going back to college for 4 or 5 months, and I won't be able to stream during then. So there's going to be a bit of a drought during then, and things are not going to be as content-makey. Yeah, ideally, yes, we want to go with this one because Ho-Oh will have its fire moves negated by the power of rain. Yeah, we could have gone for the Min Shao. We could have gone for the Man Shao. I did not mean to click that. I did not mean to click that. Shoot. That was not good. That's so bad. I cannot believe I made a blunder like that. Hopefully Rhydon doesn't trade itself out. Just hopefully it doesn't trade itself out. I'm gonna trade out this thing for the Pelipper. If I don't get completely annihilated by it in a single move. Yeah, that is what we call a massive mistake. That is what we call a massive mistake. This is not going too well. This is not going too well. Please burn. Dang, it didn't burn. At the very least, Lash Out could still do some damage. Scary. Oh no, Lash Out's the inverse. It's not Burning Jealousy. Lash Out is the if my stats are dropped, then deals more damage. Different moves. I love the moves though. I love like all the tech moves that they've added since that. It's so great. Lash Out. Like, why is it not using like dual wing beat? Good. Smackdown. See, that's the good kind of damage we like seeing. That's the kind of damage we very much like to see. But Max Geyser's probably gonna wreck basically everything. Huh, it didn't actually wreck Druddigon. That's a little surprising, because, like, I mean, yeah, it's resisted, and Pelipper doesn't have, like, the greatest of offenses, so I guess it doesn't surprise me. Let's go for Toxic again, because that's what we can do, because I made a giant mistake. Effective Dual Wing Beat is not going to do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, I made all kinds of mistakes in this. I made many mistakes. And of course, it just purged away the poison. The second I put it on, everything just goes wrong. Everything is just going wrong as horribly as it could. And yeah, that's doing a lot of damage. That is doing a lot of damage to me. Nah, I'm not gonna Dynamax. Just freaking Moonblast. Just freaking Moonblast it. Of course. Okay, good. Wide Guard. Scald. Please go. Bit late for that. Lash Out. Good. There we go. That's what I like seeing. That's the kind of things I like to see. Unfortunately, I had to make a massive mistake of accidentally getting rid of my Tyrantrum. Which is a shame, because I really like Tyrantrum. I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of Callous Pokemon, but Tyrantrum is definitely one that I am a very big fan of, just because it has a really nice design. It's like, I am a little surprised it took as long as it did for a fossil Pokemon, in Pokemon, of course, to be a T-Rex, because, like, it's kind of something that most people think of when it comes to dinosaurs. I'll take the Pelipper. The Bowser will also boost the water moves. It'll decrease the power of its fire moves. That's what I like seeing. Drapion, no. Dunsparce, no. I'll take the Tentacruel. I will take the Tentacruel, because it's actually somewhat good. Here's Supplies. I'll take the Expert Belt, because the Expert Belt is a boost in 20%, so actually this is this is actually an amazing, yeah, I'm saving this path. I am saving this freaking path, because this is a beast of a path. This is actually just stupid good. We have rock types, we have rock types, we have Expert Belt. We have, like, just big, I mean, Ho-Oh is not a very difficult thing to beat, all things considered. It's not difficult, all things considered, because, again, the rock weakness, the lowest physical defense, the fact that basically everything that you are going to be using against it is resistant to fire and flying, because, like, rock and rock. But yeah, not great. Also, I have like terrible physical attack because this thing is meant for tech. It's not meant for damage. Pelipper, you are a fail. You are a massive failure, Pelipper. I mean, again, its only thing it's supposed to do is just set up the brain, go in, and then maybe like blast them with a hurricane, or you turn out. It's kind of all it's meant to do. Oh, you have clear body. Okay, well at least you don't have. At least you only have clear body, not. What was I thinking of? Not rain dish. Clear body, not rain dish. That's actually better because that means you don't have sustain. You have no sustain. But I do hope this thing actually has like a physical water move because that way, the Octillery, that's what it is. I keep forgetting things. I got a burn at least. We got the burn at least. Dig does land, deals a decent amount of damage. Drill Run connects, and that does a lot more damage. Fortunately, it wasn't a critical hit. That would have really helped us. Well, we're going to lose Octillery. If we actually lose this thing, if we actually lose this freaking run, this will probably have been the first run of a Ho-Oh we actually have lost, because we've just demolished all of them. We have demolished every single Ho-Oh one we've ever done. Good. Dig. It's not going to do anything because it's going to be taking too long. But at the very least, we'll be moving on to Ho-Oh. And Tentacruel goes explode. Tentacruel gets exploded. Attack of the explosive jellyfish. It's not bad. Tentacruel's a Pokemon that I'm not overly fond of. Unfortunately, they switched out the wrong Pokemon. They switched out to the wrong one. Which really, really sucks for us. But at the very least, we'll be able to hammer Ho-Oh with moves. It's a shame that I can't force the Rhydon to Dynamax, because that would be the best thing for us, obviously, because again, the weakness, but we can't have everything. At least we also have 3 water types, depending on what its moves are. So there is something there is some advantage to be had there. And I do have the thing. I think. Oh no, it can just stat purge us. It can just stat purge us. So yeah, I just gotta keep going for those. I mean, the thing is, it's not really the disadvantages of solo so much as just I made a massive mistake in error at clicking. If I hadn't gotten rid of Tyrantrum, we wouldn't have to be in the same issue, which, because I'm going to be resetting the path, I'm going to be just continuing on the same path over and over again, we can fix, so we don't have to keep doing this again. So there's a plus for solo play, because the thing about solo matches is that solo matches actually do go by a little quicker, because you don't have to wait for everyone to decide, which is a little bit of a benefit, but the disadvantage is, well, you can ensure that you get the Pokemon that you want. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, coordinated teams where you are in communication with the other players is the ideal way to play. It is, I feel it's the way that they actually intended and designed it to be played, but overall, it just simply doesn't really work all that well. When you're not doing it that way. Hydro Pump does connect. Good damage all across the board. That's what I like seeing. Another Max Geyser, blasting it away. I'm a little annoyed that Rhydon is not using Smackdown, which is really what we need it to be doing. Fortunately, can't be burned by Scald. Please tell me it's going to go for Flare Blitz. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage to us, so that's actually, we did well. We did well on this one. Burn damage takes its toll on me, but unfortunately, it's not. Dang it, Rhydon, why'd you have to fail? Rhydon, you have to fail everything. Sacred Fire is not going to KO, but it does burn. Everything gets status conditions in this fight. Of course, everything that can go wrong can and will. It's called Murphy's Law. But, again, we still won. We've still won. And Max Strike, super effective Weather Ball. Hydro Pump, however, does connect before me. So that is 41. But I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the the discussion series, the difficulty analysis one, because I have a bunch more of those things planned, and there's a lot of them that I'm going to be doing. The thing is, they take a long time to actually make, just in terms of recording and editing and just getting the thumbnails, not the thumbnails, the pictures for everything. That's really what takes a long time, and thankfully, I'm getting a little better at doing them. That's one of the many advantages of recording as many as I am in as rapid succession as I am, is that I can feel out, okay, what am I sort of slacking a bit on, what is taking a bit less time. Quit. Thank you. Got the Dynor. The things I don't actually even need the Dynidor. Oh, it immediately saves the second you get back, so I couldn't even save the... Okay, so you have to exit out during the middle... Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I have never actually... spoiler alert, I have never actually done saving the pathway before when it comes to Dynamax Adventures, so I didn't know that's how it worked. Joy. At the very least, Rising Voltage... none of these are good. None of these are great. None of these are particularly good. I wish I could have the Dreadnought. Please pick one of the two rock. There are two things with rock moves, and they pick the one that doesn't. Of course, game. Well, okay, at least there's an Aurorus right here. At least there's an Aurorus, so I can get a rock type there. Galvantula, that's Electric, Celio. Oh, there's a rock, there's a Boulder right here. There's a Boulder right there. I very much like Boulder, one of my favorites. Tyler, we're doing the solo today. We're just doing them solo. Yeah, we're not having people and things. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know that you enjoy hunting, and I love having you in the battles with me. But yeah, we're just doing them solo today. I actually haven't Dynamax solo hunted legendaries. I haven't actually, aside from the one off-screen where we get the off-screen one where it was just I did that one for Reshiram and it's shiny. Yeah, I've never actually done that, so we're changing things up a little bit, just a little bit. Don't worry, your time will come when it comes to fighting Zygarde. Don't worry, the time will come, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that, but that is something that I'm very much wondering how long it's gonna go. I am hoping that fight is going to be short. I am truly hoping that fight is going to be short. The main reason why I'm just hoping it is going to be short is because of how difficult Zygarde is. It is such a pain to deal with. That if we have to go, with as many things as it is, if we have to go through like 40, we're probably not going to get through 40 in a week. We're not 40 weeks. We're probably not going to get through, in the span of 3 videos, we're probably going to only clear maybe 6. We're probably going to get maybe 2 clears per episode. Because Zygarde is just that hard to take down. Even if you have an ideal path, it's still a bit of a pain to take down. Not a bit of a pain to take down, it's a massive pain to tank down. It has so much health, it has so much defense, it has so much bulk, it has so much just spread damage, because that's really what it is. The real thing is simply the spread damage. It has nothing to do with, say, just its attacking stats, its defense stats, as much as it does have the fact that it has like a billion spread moves. I mean, it actually has a billion spread moves. I'm pretty sure that is exactly how many it is. Oh, sorry about that, guys. It seems that somehow my audio got disconnected for a second. Of course, everything goes wrong. This is just the episode where everything goes horribly wrong. And nothing can go right. At the very least, we're getting the bad luck out of the way. Because that means when it comes time for Zygarde, who knows, we might actually have good luck. I am actually legitimately dreading that Zygarde hunt, though. I am actually legitimately dreading it, purely for the reason of just how annoying Zygarde is. I'm gonna be catching Boldore. I'm gonna be catching Boldore. I very much want to catch a Boldore. Yeah, just basically just the entire thing for Ho-Oh is just get rock types. I would say the most difficult Dynamax adventures I would probably say is actually Groudon or Kyogre. And that's because for the same reason, just the sheer amount of spread moves. Because spread moves are ridiculous. That's just plain simple. Spread moves are utterly ridiculous. We're gonna go here, we're gonna take the Aurorus. I want that. And then when a Pokemon has 2 or 3 spread moves, and they can just use those spread moves in such rapid succession over and over and over and over again. It's hitting the entire team as opposed to just hitting 1 or 2 Pokemon. They really shouldn't have given Zygarde all those moves for Dynamax Adventures. Or at least made it you fight 10% for him. But then again, 10% for him would have been a joke, and you still would have to face Zygarde complete. Well then again, they didn't have to give it Aura Breaker. Because they could give it an Aura Breaker. Because that's the thing. Zygarde's ability of Power Construct, that is not its default ability. Its default ability is Aura Breaker. And, Aura Breaker is, of course, it's its default ability. Good, that was a crit. That was a good crit from Magmar. That's what I like to see. The good thing is that actually Magmar does have Clear Smog, so even if Ho-Oh does get an Omni Boost, we can actually still get rid of it if the Magmar is not targeted by the thing. Good. Iron Head is what I like to see for damage. Body Press. Hopefully that the Marowak goes for Screech when it comes to the Ho-Oh fight. Go for Body Press once more. I'm not going to go for the Dynamax. Fortunately, I'm going to be one turn away from being... I'm going to be the not Dynamax. Unfortunately, I won't be able to Dynamax when it comes to Ho-Oh because it is the turn to Dynamax for me now. There we go. Don't catch Aurorus. Something I'm going to be shiny hunting at some point in the future. Don't want to be getting that before it's time. It's one of the reasons why I don't really catch any Pokemon inside of here. Even though I would very much like to get a shiny from this, I also kind of want to do a shiny hunt of Amora, which is a thing that I plan on doing. So getting a shiny Aurorus before then would kind of negate the hunt. It's yeah, that's kind of why. That's pretty much the entire reason why. I don't really catch many Pokemon in here, and it's purely because I see it as, well, that could have been the shiny legendary. I would rather forego, all of the shiny Pokemon I can get in here that are not the shiny legendary, purely because of the chance I can get it from that. And of course, it's going for Sunny Day. The thing to boost its power, and the thing to make it annoying. At the very least, it does boost up Fire Blast, so there's that. Good. Marowak is going for Screech, which is the right move to go for against it. And Gunk Shot does a lot of damage, and that gets the poison. That's what I very much enjoy seeing. It's going to purge away the defense that I'm boosting right now, but the reason why I'm going for the defense boost at the moment is because I don't want to be wasting Stone Edge before it is my turn to Dynamax. And, that's because it'll just do more damage. It'll be more beneficial to do that then, because I only get 3 Stone Edges because of pressure. And I don't want to be wasting those. I do not want to be wasting those. And there goes Magmar. Magmar has been eliminated, unfortunately for all of us. Good thing Throat Chop hits for some damage, and Gunk Shot seconds. Good. Yeah, we might even not need me to Dynamax. Body Press. Yeah, Body Press still actually does a decent amount of damage because it did get screeched. So it did actually help me. I was gonna say, this thing better not burn me with Sacred Fire. Even after I took it that way, I was like, nope, it's not gonna burn me with Sacred Fire. I might as well just go for Stone Edge this time because pretty much going to end the entire thing. It's not going to matter. And of course, it gets the Omniboost. Right when I say that, everything goes wrong. Right when I say that, everything in the world potentially goes wrong, of course. Drain Punch. We don't really need that. Please, Stone Edge, connect. Stone Edge, I needed to connect just this once. And every other time that I use it, good. Stone Edge does connect. That is what I very much like to see. And hello, Rave. Glad to see you're doing well. And also, of course, it was a crit. Of course it was a crit. Because, you know, we can never get crits when we actually need them, only when they're not helpful for us. Take that, and we are officially up to 42 encounters of Ho-Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Also, why is it that the lettering looks so different between those things? No shiny Boldor, no shiny Ho-Oh. Alright. Well, how is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. I do wonder why it is that the text looks so different between the Krita produced PNG background and the text generated by OBS. I wonder why it looks so different, because it's the exact same settings. I don't know. I think it's just weird. The thing does not want to work for some reason, but it doesn't matter because we can do things right. The interesting thing also is that when it comes to... I'll take Aqua Jet, because that's at least a water move. Someone please go for Crab Hammer on that thing. Good. They picked the Crab Hammer. They picked the Crab Hammer. Which is very good, because, like, I don't really care much for Gen 1 Pokemon, but when it comes to Pokemon, I mean, at the very least, Kingler does have very good stats. Ooh, that would actually be kind of helpful to have Dusclops on the team. The Meanshao, not. And that's an Armaldo. And that is an Armaldo and a Meanshao. So we actually have a lot of anti-flying things to deal with here. We have electric types. I mean, Luxray isn't great. It's not great at all when it comes to Ho-Oh. I'm pretty sure it only has, like, special electric moves. But I mean, at least we got, like, Armaldo, and we've got Mienshao, which has Rock Tomb, so that's actually advantageous for us. Very advantageous for us. I am going to hit you with Max Geyser, because I want to be doing as much damage as I can. I don't like your face, I don't like your face, I don't like your face. I don't like your face. That's why we're gonna hit it with a massive blast of water from a Torpedo Shark. I love the fact that, like, Sharpedo is literally just a shark face on a torpedo. I actually love that. Which is funny, because, like, I actually don't really care for a whole lot of Pokemon from Generation 3. That's something a lot of people are a bit surprised to hear from me, is that I don't really, like, yeah, Gen 3 was actually the first generation that I ever saw, and my favorite Pokemon, Metagross, is from, of course, Generation 3, and the first Pokemon I ever saw, Salamence, was also from Generation 3. But I don't really care for a whole lot of Generation 1 Pokemon. Susamaru, hello there. Are you new here? I do not recognize the name, but hello and welcome to, the thing. Hello. Pleasure to see you. Another water move. Hits good. Good damage. Very good damage. Very good damage. Kingler used Dig, and Dig does not land a KO. Light Screen is not going to save you. Hello. Hello as well. Hello there. Speed Boost doesn't matter because this thing is about to die. Light Screen doesn't gonna save you because we are using physical moves, and you lose. So are you new here? I don't think I've seen your name before, and again, furthering the thing of only getting crits when we don't need them. We just got a crit right there. I am legitimately considering making a, like, useless crit counter for just every single Pokemon in the series I ever do. where we just catalog all the crits we have when it's just completely irrelevant to have gotten them. I would be legitimately curious to see how many there are. I would glad to see you. So, what are you thinking of the channel? Just the nonsense we say, the videos we put. Yeah, I was right. It does have, yeah, it does have only special items, but I mean, at least it's something for them. So how are you enjoying everything here? I'm glad that you, popped in. Yeah, we'll be going this. We'll be going with the not the Armaldo. We'll be going with, well, we are going with the Armaldo. We'll be going with the Mienshao. Then from there, we catapult ourselves to fighting the Armaldo, because Armaldo is a rock type. It has all those lovely rock type moves that Ho-Oh fears oh so very much. We terrify fire and flying types with rocks. The way it's always been, the way it always will be. Aqua Jet. Yeah, like, that's how frail Mienshao is. It's one of the reasons why it's actually such a great user of the Focus Sash competitively. I was looking to see if anyone was live and streaming a battle, but no one is battling. I mean, I enjoy battling. I enjoy battling, but I'm not doing, like, battles right now. Like, I specialize in double battles. So we will actually be doing battles at some point. And I'm glad that you enjoy things, but yeah, I very much prefer battling. I very much prefer battling. But, yeah. We're doing things in Claydol's Trick Room is actually advantageous for us. It actually is advantageous for us to have that because we have a kind of slow team and I have priority. That's good. Yeah, I love Trick Room. It's something that terrifies me so much when I go up against it because I don't really use Trick Room teams. Despite the fact that I actually love a lot of Trick Room Pokemon, I've never actually put, like, pen to paper and made a true-to-form Trick Room team. Which is something that I probably should do at some point. I actually did have, like, not the fundamentals, the beginning ideas of one in the works. But then I basically just got sidetracked from VGC for months and just never went back to it. Which is a shame, because, like, again, there's so many Trick Room things that I love. Like, I love Ferrothorn. I like Reuniclus. I like Gastrodon. I like Lapras. And, you know, they're not great. Yeah, double battles are awesome. I like multi-battles, but matchmaking sucks. Yeah, I very much like. We actually haven't done multi-battles yet, but we actually at some point will be doing those. So who knows? Stay tuned for that. Thank you very much. And yeah, if you like what you see, we do a lot of it. We do some like analysis on things like that. Like we have an ongoing series right now of analyzing how difficult was Pokemon actually when it came to the previous generations and looking that into the future generations, looking at actually every generation to see, is the complaint people have of Pokemon getting easier, is that valid, or is it just kind of a load of nonsense people say because they just want an easy thing to say at criticisms and not have anything backing it up. So I hope that you enjoy what we do, because that's something we do. And I'm just repeating myself at this point. I should probably shut up and probably change the subject to something else. Yes, another thing we do. We do a lot of Let's Plays. We actually primarily do Let's Plays. We have a Super Metroid series that is actually ongoing at the moment, which it was actually me playing Super Metroid blind. You will be surprised when it comes to the verdicts of the games, because the scripting and the analysis for every generation is actually all done. And I will say this, I'm not going to spoil anything. Do not jump to any conclusions, because it is an interesting thing about how everything worked out. Good. We're doing damage. Doing a lot of damage across the board. Smack down. Excellent. I love that Armaldo has that. It is a fantastic move. I actually really like Smackdown. It's not like the greatest move ever, but I had a lot of fun using it when it came to some competitive matches. It's, well, not competitive, but like to matches within the games against like gym leaders. It's really fun. I really love them. It's a freaking fun move. Because it's one of those things where it works really well against Disquake teams. because a lot of Discquake I mean, there's not really a whole lot of Discquake teams anymore just because of the way metas work out, where Discquake is really not as common as, I wouldn't say it was ever super common, but it's not as great as it used to be. But SmackDown just completely destroys those. Because the whole idea of a Discquake team is you have an electric type that is immune to ground damage. So, having SmackDown, they're no longer immune. This game was easy. All you had was do Dynamax. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. The idea of, you know, using level advantage to overcome anything, that's something that we actually say, like, that should not be considered when it comes to game difficulty, because you can level up anything in any game to over level it. You know, over leveling is something that is in your control to go do intentionally, to intentionally make things as easy as possible. That's not something the game controls. The game can control, you know, the level you should be at, but if you choose to go and over level, well, that makes this game is difficult or not, it kind of makes that completely irrelevant, because you're going out of your way to make the game easier for yourself. It's one of the reasons why, like, I actually do address that whole thing of, like, level advantaging and, like, intentionally leveling up to surpass things. It's one of, like, the biggest things that a lot of people do say, and it really isn't something that should go into it. Because over leveling is something that is completely within your own control to do. You know, you decide to go out of your way to over level to specifically make fights easier. Well, that is not at all comparable to earlier games where you either didn't go out of your way to over level or you ended up under leveled. It is not a valid comparison, because, well, you're under leveled in one case or even, and then you're above levels in the other case. You're comparing two separate things. And that's one of the things that we actually do look at. Alright, Bishop has Metal Sound, which is actually going to help out the special attackers. Which is good. Which is actually very good. And, of course, Luxray got completely annihilated, because it is frail as heck. Unfortunately, Luxray is destroyed. But yeah, we actually have the rules video for the judgments is actually one of the first the first video of the playlist. Then there is the Kanto, well, then there's Generation 1, then there's Generation 2, and actually today we just had Generation 3 go up. And with that, we have managed to fell the mighty Ho-Oh once again. Catch in a luxury ball. My favorite Pokeball. Yeah, every shiny, I make if I can control it, I make sure to try to catch them in a luxury ball, just because I love the luxury ball. It's kind of like my signature Pokeball, I guess is the way to put it, where I will generally have everything in a luxury ball. It's just the way that I am. It's just the way that I am. But yeah, the Dynamax raid going out every way to do that, that is something that I wouldn't really consider that I guess like a valid thing to criticize for the game being easy, because that's something that is completely within the player's control. You know, if a player wants to go over level, well, they're going to over level. That's not looking at things in a vacuum, which is, for something like saying this game is harder or this game is easier than this one, you kind of have to look at everything in a vacuum, which is what we do. And that's something a lot of people really don't kind of do, where they don't look at things in a vacuum. They just look at, well, my experience with this thing was easy, so therefore it's easy. This is not going to be an easy one for us. This is not going to be an easy one. We have a whole bunch of things that are physically not exactly strong. We don't have a lot of things that are physically very defensive. I mean, aside from a little Marowak, which is quite good. Heatmore, that's a Heatmore. That is... I don't like the looks of these. I really don't like the looks of any of these things. I guess the best we could do is go with Heatmore. Yeah, that's what we do. We match their levels. What about grinding to match the levels of gyms or rivals if I 1 or 2 Dynamax? Yeah, we only look at the way the assumptions we made is that we are assuming every battle you are equal level with the AI. That's what it is that you are equal to them. You are not higher, you are not lower. Everything is even footing. And the reason for that is purely because if say look at a game from the perspective of looking at well, in one of the examples that I actually give, and I may have actually cut this out of one of the things, is the comparison of, say you're playing, Emerald, and you pick Torchic, but you over level to fight Roxanne so that you're, 2 or 3 levels above her, and your Torchic is evolved into Combuskin and you have double kick. Well, you're over leveling specifically to counter her. You can't really use that as a valid comparison because you're going out of your way to overlevel, as opposed to, say, if you were using say, Trico or Mudkip and you just fight straight on without going out of your way to overlevel. Going out of your way to do something to deliberately give yourself an easier time, that by definition invalidates any difficulty judgments. You're going out of your way to specifically make the fight easier. So saying, well, this thing is too easy because of this, well, what you're saying is, this game is easy because I overleveled. I wouldn't say that's not something that I would think is a valid. That's not valid logic, because I'm making the game easier for myself and then complaining about the game being too easy. You see why it doesn't really make any sense? That's why we have to look at everything as even level with what the opponent is. So that way you can't over-level, you can't under-level, and that way things are a lot more even. You also take into account things like, the Pokemon available, the TMs that exist in the game, the, miscellaneous stat effects of things like the badges. Everything like that is taken into consideration. We don't also look at we also do not look at specific team compositions, because that's one thing that a lot of people say, and a lot of people really do have that influences the difficulty of the game, is using this specific starter Pokemon. I've played the game and it was hard because I had this starter, or you had this specific team. Well, if you had any different team, you've had a very different experience. If you had a Pokemon that was even just things like Natures and EVs and IVs, all of those are massive variables you cannot account for. And saying that, well, this thing was hard or this thing was easy, well, it could have come down to you had an easier time because you had a favorable IV spread, favorable EVs that you earned at the same time, favorable nature, all of those things massively can fluctuate things. Because if you have, say, I'm probably just talking in circles at this point. I'm pretty much talking in circles. Yeah, but you can call the game easy if you have Pokemon, let's say Mudkip, who doesn't have anything, doesn't even have that many levels, doesn't even have that many levels. But you can call the game easy if you have a Pokemon, let's say Mudkip, who doesn't have to even have that many levels to be listeners. Well, yeah, but again, we're not looking at specific, a specific Pokemon selected when going through the game. We're looking at, are the enemy, we're basically looking at, are the enemy teams any good? Do the enemy teams have good moves? Do they have bad moves? Do they have, are these teams actually, decently strong? And are the Pokemon that you have available decently strong? Because that's a really big thing, is a lot of people don't really realize that, where if you overlevel, changing levels, you kind of invalidate a lot of things. If you go into a game, with a specific starter with, a favorable nature, whatever it is, or an unfavorable nature, that really impacts things. If you have a special attack, if you have a special attack boosting nature, well, then the game's going to feel easier because, well, you have much more damage than normal. If you have a special attack that has a negative special attack nature, well, you're going to have a harder time because, well, your special attacker's kneecapped its damage. Yeah, the gym leaders and, all the important things, we're looking at those and looking at, are these teams actually decent? We're basically looking at the quality of the enemy teams, because there's really no other way to actually look at the difficulty of Pokemon games by not looking at the teams you're going up against. The teams you're going up against are what you are facing, and what you are facing, is it difficult or is it hard? Yeah, it's pretty much what we're looking at. Because when people say, oh, this game's easy, this game's not, well, they just say this game is easy. Or they say this game is hard because, this one reason. If you have one trainer in an entire, if you have one, gym leader in an entire region who is, hard, but everything else in the entire region is just a cakewalk, that's not a hard game. That's a hard single trainer. And it's the consistency as well that matters. It's the consistency. It is, are they actually decent teams? Are they this? Are they that? And it's a lot of things that are important to look at. And there are a lot of things that people kind of don't consider. And it's one of the reasons why people saying, difficult, Pokemon games, they're getting easier, or, that, and just leaving it at that, it kind of bothers me. Because they're not giving any justification. They're giving no, this is the reason why, or if they are, it's because, well, you can overlevel easier. It's like, being able to overlevel shouldn't play a factor, because you can do that in any game. It's one thing that just really annoys me when it comes to the way people talk about things, where you're just giving a statement and you're not backing it up at all. It's more common than you'd actually think, where people, especially in Pokemon, just say a thing, and they're just not backing anything up about it. Speed Swap Raichu. I love that. I really like Speed Swap Raichu. It's something I've actually used in competitive battling a lot, because it's such a fast Pokemon that it can speed swap to basically anything, give it its naturally great speed, and let that thing just rip everything up. At the same time, you can also use it to completely annihilate Trick Room teams, which I love doing. There was one battle on Showdown when I was testing a new team composition, and I basically used a Speed Swap Raichu to completely destroy this person's Trick Room. Because what I did was I took their Trick Room Sweeper, I think it was a Hatterene, I took its low speed, gave it Raichu's high speed, so in Trick Room it moved last. My Raichu moved first because it had no speed in Trick Room, gave that low speed to my Duraludon, and then Duraludon just had low speed inside the Trick Room, and then it proceeded to just destroy everything. It was so fun. It's one of the reasons why, I was doing a draft league a while ago with some people, and one of them said, someone got Raichu, and they said the steal of, I think it was C tier, because we sectioned everything out by usage in VGC tournaments, and Raichu just barely made it into, I think it was sub 40% usage, and basically everyone was they groaned when one person got Raichu, because it was Raichu is so good. Raichu is ridiculously good competitively when it comes to doubles, because it has such a great toolkit. It's one of the reasons I really love it, is that it's one of those Pokemon where, it's one of the reasons why I love doubles, is because there's so many things in doubles you wouldn't expect to be good, but they actually are just amazing. And of course, there's Rose. Raichu actually survived. A little surprising. Raichu is frail. Raichu is all glass. It's all speed. It has not great defense, not great HP. Doesn't even have especially great special attack. Its special attack isn't horrendous, but its special attack I think pretty much is sub 100. It's 90. And the reason why it's so good is that it can get it can get Lightning Rod special attack boost to sort of compensate, because it's oftentimes used on either rain teams, or it's used on teams that have a crippling weakness to electric, to the point where it baits electric moves. Well, most of the trainer battles or evil team battles are pretty easy, because half the battles are red-headed. I mean, again, we look at the important battles. I would recommend check out the videos to see how it's done, because how we do things, because we do have a whole video basically outlining everything, and then we have 3 videos already that sort of go over what it actually is. So I'd recommend checking them out, because they were a lot of work to make, and I very much enjoy them. But I am glad that you know, I do like this kind of interaction. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I love doing, and it's why we have the Discord in the description, because it's basically for things like this, just off stream, where we can sort of talk more thoroughly about things. And yeah, I'm glad that you guys, like, you're enjoying everything here. I'm very glad about that. It's it legitimately just makes everything awesome. It makes everything great. I saw the rock move, and I was like, oh, rock move. Like, oh yeah, it's wide guard. I always forget that wide guard is a rock move. It's one of those things that I forget is a rock move, because a lot of, I mean, quick guard, I kind of makes sense why it's a fighting type move, but wide guard being rock, I never really understood that. I mean, because it's not even like a lot of rock type Pokemon learn. I mean, yes, there are a number that do, but it's learned by a lot of fighting types. Also, like some bug types. Like I never really understood why it's a rock move. Just don't destroy me, please. Just please, Togetic, heal me, get me back to high health, please. There we go. Uh-oh, speed fell. Excellent. Excellent. Good. All of the stats are just getting decreased. Acid spray to drop the special defense. And please use Life Dew. Please use Life Dew. Please do something to help me get more health back, 'cause I really need health. At the very least, now we are back up to Dynamax. Gonna go with Max Geyser. Now to target its lowered special defense with our high special attacking power with Stab, and now that we have Rain backing ourselves, we've got good things going for us. Excellent. That's what I like seeing. It's time for the Octopus of Doom. I like Octillery. I really like Octillery. It's a Pokemon that I don't want to say I wish it was better, but it's a Pokemon that I do... It's a Pokemon that's underpowered to a degree, but at the same time, like, you need Pokemon that are bad. Like, this is another thing that I'm actually going to make a video on, is why we need Pokemon that have weak stats. Because, like, if everything had amazing stats, like, it uses basically the line from The Incredibles, where Syndrome, I think is what his name was, he basically said, if everyone's super, then no one will be. You know, you take that logic and apply it to Pokemon. If every Pokemon was basically, like, you know... Not really like a Garchomp level, but like Togekiss level, where everything has, you know, a great kit, like, not a great kit, but I think it's like a pretty good kit. Everything has, you know, solid moves, really solid stats. Well, then you're going to see basically everything doing the exact same thing as every other Pokemon of the exact same type combination. Move pools will pretty much be the same with minor variation here and there. The only thing that would actually be different between things is just like the name. It's one of the reasons why I really do say I go on and I say it's important to have Pokemon that are bad. Like, yeah, they are largely Dex. Like, I even say this a lot of the time. Like, a majority of the Pokemon that exist in the National Pokedex, they needed to be cut because they just exist to exist, and no one cares about them. Yes, I will back that 100%. But I will also say, even though they exist just to fill a Pokedex, the fact that they do exist, it does give the stronger things more of an impact. But it also is that even a lot of other Pokemon still... Because a lot of people don't seem to really realize that you look at the strongest Pokemon, there's maybe like a handful of 20 or 30. Not 20 or 30, but like less than 50, I'd probably say is, you know, the cream of the crop when it comes to Pokemon stuff. Then you look at, okay, well, there's like 500 evolutionary lines of everything. That's kind of lowballing it. Well, that's an eighth of everything. Not everything is going to be good. Well, most of the team, I remember how I got my first shiny in the game. I joined Random Dynamax Adventure. Oh, nice. That's great. Yeah, that's... I enjoy hearing shiny stories like that. Like, I enjoy hearing, like, how did people find their first shiny. Because, like, my first shiny was a shiny Onix that I found in Pokemon Platinum that KO'd my entire team. And I didn't catch it. I mean, I knew what shinies were at that point, and I was really, really distressed because it was like, oh, that was a shiny, and now I lost it, and I don't have a shiny anymore. I, to this day, have never found another shiny Onyx. But that's going to be a hunt that we're going to do at some point, like a redemption shiny Onyx hunt. It's not going to be like a competitive grade shiny Onyx. I might just like breed one of those off screen just to have one. But yeah, I was... Because like, 0 speed Onyx would actually be really good for like 0 speed Steelix Gyro Balls, but at the same time, it's not a great Pokemon. It's not a great Pokemon. I mean, I just like shiny Steelix. I do like shiny. I like the shiny gold. I like the solid gold snake. I like the solid gold noodle. That's legitimately all. It's just a solid gold noodle. Togeki's follow me. Thank you. Be the center of attention. Absorb all the hits for me. Good. Good. That's the damage I like to see taken down. That's the damage I like to see down. The first shiny was a Trapinch. Nice! I have a very funny story when it comes to shiny Trapinch. I have a very funny story. Well, not so funny. I was hunting for a rough skin Gabite because I wanted to breed one for competitive to add to my team. And the first day of looking for the rough skin Gabite in Ultra Sun Ultra Moon, I stumbled across a Trapinch, and then that Trapinch SOS chained, and it called a shiny Trapinch. And by this point, I'd actually gotten to the... I didn't have the shiny charm, by the way. I didn't have the shiny charm at this point. And the reason why, like, it kind of annoyed me was that the Trapinch that was shiny SOS called a Gabite. And this was 3 hours into, like, starting the hunt for just a Gabite. And I was like, if this thing freaking has rough skin, I don't know if I'm just going to KO that freaking Trapinch. Thankfully, the Gabite didn't have rough skin, so I was like, okay, I'll just catch the Trapinch. And then it took until, like, 3 days later to get the rough skin Gabite. But the thing that just made me laugh is the Gabite was far more likely to appear than the shiny Trapinch was. And that is what made me just lose it with laughter. We are probably going to lose this, actually, now that I think about it. Strong against special moves is completely irrelevant. Flare Blitz is probably going to... Yep. Okay, and that is why we need rock types. Like, Ho-Oh is a monster to deal with. Ho-Oh is a monster of a Pokemon in terms of its just pure stats. But we got so freaking boned when it came to this. When we had only things that did not have anything good. We had... Like, we got no rock types. We got no water types. Like, this was so terrible. And the worst part is... Actually, no, this wasn't that one. Like, that was just atrocious. That was an atrocious run. That was an utterly atrocious run right there. There was just no justification for how terrible that was outside of just RNG. Speaking of that, rock types, I do love my Cradilly. I do love my Cradilly. That Torkoal needs to go away. That Torkoal needs to freaking go away. Driftblim is not terrible. Ghost is Mimikyu. That's not terrible. Not terrible. Passimian has rock moves. Passimian does have rock moves. Beware. That's Chichino. Stunfisk. I want the Passimian because I want those rock moves. I want those rock moves. That Rock Tomb is what we need. Yes, it is indeed what we need. But yeah, I hope you enjoy your time on the channel. I hope you enjoy the things we do, the nonsense I speak, and the hilarity that ensues from my randomness and just me not knowing what I'm doing a lot of the time. Because I mean, I look at things in a much more competitive battling sense than I know most people do. I'm just gonna go for Max Ooze because like that's really the more important thing to have going right now. Mostly because Max Ooze will boost all of our special attackers. I know we have a lot of special attackers going. But yeah, thank you guys. Like, again, thank you guys for all, coming out here. It really does mean a lot. Helping Hand Electabuzz, Sun boosted, very good. Like, yeah, Torkoal's a monster. Torkoal is an actual monster. And now it's just getting rid of the sun. Torkoal, you had one. Then again, no, it wasn't really your fault. It was Passimian doing that. Passimian was being a pain in the butt. Passimian was being a pain in the butt. Max Ooze, Secret of the Ooze. These boost our special attacks. Not everything is doing more damage. Yeah, it was a crit too. Not bad. Not bad. I do enjoy crits. Crits are always very helpful. For once, we actually got a crit that mattered. We rarely ever get those. It's a shame that smoke screen is just completely useless, all things considered, against the Dynamaxes, though. It's because just everything has perfect accuracy when it comes to using a max move, so accuracy drops does absolutely nothing. Okay, sure, give me Helping Hand. That's what I did not need. Yeah, you do have Rock Doom, and that's what I want. That's what I really, really want. But I should just be using Energy Ball if I'm going to get rid of this Cradily. Because, like, as much as I really like Cradily, I want to ensure that I have the Passimian for the Ho-Oh battle. So I like Cradily. I really like it a lot. But at the same time, Ancient Power is freaking weak as heck, and it's not going to do much against Ho-Oh's gigantic special defense. Because, yeah, Ho-Oh has a ridiculous amount of special defense. It's like, its special defense is 154, which is, I believe, the exact same as Mewtwo's special attack from Generation 1, and I believe also Lugia's same special defense in Generation 2. It's a ridiculously high number. I freaking love it. I freaking love it that it's that bulky. Because, like, that's what a lot of people don't really realize. Ho-Oh is actually that bulky, that it has a ridiculous amount of special defense. Very good physical attack is 130, and a 110 special attack, so it's not only a mixed attack. I mean, it can be a mixed attacker. It is a mixed attacker. It is how it can be used. But it's also just a massive special tank. It's kind of a monster. It's just kind of a monster. Same accuracy is falling, and it's doing absolutely nothing. It's doing absolutely nothing. But yeah, there we go. That's actually really good. Also, almost a 310. Nice. That's what I really like seeing in those numbers. Energy Ball. It's not going to do great damage, but again, it's okay. I don't think... Did you have any special attack boosts? I don't think so. Max. Of course. Of course. And it was a crit too. That's a joy. That's a joy. Energy Ball. Please tell me you're using Burning Jealousy and you're using... It avoided. Why could you not have just used Burning Jealousy? It would have been so much better. Burning Jealousy would have been so much better. Would have done so much freaking damage and a chance to burn. Torkoal, you're just... this is just the episode of failures. This is just the episode of actual failures. I don't like that. Even though it is entertaining for you guys, I don't like the fact that I keep failing in this thing. Energy Ball, once again. Confide is not doing anything of value because you have only special attack drop, whereas it is using only physical attacks. At least it can't use substitute, so that's actually helping us. Energy Ball for the destroy, not there. And finally, Inferno hits after how many missing failures? Pretty much all of them. I am catching this Passimian because I want to make sure I have the rock move. I don't want to leave anything up to chance. There we go. We have that thing under Pokeball and Key. And with that, we can move on. This should not have taken as long as it did. This should not have taken as long as it did. I want to switch. guys also need to heal. Need to find new berries. There's change. Okay. Yeah. We should go this way. As much as I would want the items, I think it's better to go for Glalie, destroy this thing, and then take down the Chansey, because Chansey it can heal us, but also it'll be a lot easier to take down. I have a very, very strenuous relationship with Chansey. I have so many freaking shinies of it in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, because I was shiny hunting other things. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna have a Chansey appear everywhere, because Chansey appears on every single route in that game. It's always gonna be Chansey, even though you don't want it. Even though you don't want Chansey, it's always gonna appear. Thank you very much for the helping hand, Electabuzz. That is exactly what I needed. Okay, sure, fake tears me. Sure, fake tears me, it's not gonna matter. Brick break. That's what I love seeing. That's what I very much love seeing. Good. Dark Pulse. Inferno. Good. That's the power I like to see. And of course it always burns. One of the great things about the move Inferno. Yeah, that's one of the fun things about Inferno. Is it always burns, and because it's boosted by Sun, it's actually also really strong. Problem is, though, is Torkoal doesn't have the greatest attacking stat. I mean, Torkoal in Sun is great, but a lot of the times where you see a competitive Torkoal, it's either Specs, Wise Glasses, or Charcoal. So that way it's like even more powerful, and also in Trick Room, and also like EV'd into special attack, which this thing is not. It probably doesn't even have the right nature. Brick break, max knuckle, punch the goalie mask ice in the face, because yeah, that's actually what yeah, funny story. That's what Glalie actually is. It is a goalie. You know, Glalie, goalie. It's supposed to look like a hockey goalie mask, which is just a fascinating thing. I was like, wait, that's what it's supposed to be the whole time? It's supposed to be just a floating goalie mask? It just completely blew my mind. It's one of the reasons I freaking love looking into Pokemon Origins. You learn all kinds of fascinating things. I'm good without it, but actually, at the very least, actually, it might do some good work on our team because of that. LBDG, sorry, I can't read your name right. I basically always read your name wrong. And of course, they get a Copper Raja. Of course, they get a Copper Raja, which is not helpful to us in the slightest. At the very least, we got some berries we can heal. At the very least, they're back to full health, so that's that, but ugh, not great. And with this, we can go on to fight a Chansey. Hopefully, Chansey will heal, pulse us, and heal us back up to full. It's not terrible. It autocorrects Glalie to goalie whenever I type it to. I mean, yeah, its name is just way too similar. A lot of Pokemon have names that are very similar to what they're based on. Or, because every Pokemon name basically is a pun on something. And that's something that I find hilarious. When people complain about Pokemon names being puns on things, they're just the same pun in Japan. Like, they're the exact same pun, just in a Japanese version of it. It's why when people complain about localizations, it's the exact same thing. Stop complaining. Shed it. People. People never stop being people. It brings me too much joy. I am feeling like... I hope you feel better. It's like is... Like, you feeling sick or something like that? Or is it just like you maybe like ate too much on Thanksgiving and your stomach doesn't agree with it? Yep, Caterpie, Caterpillar, exactly. Like, that's... The Japanese ones are basically the thing. Like, Articuno's name in Japanese is literally Freezer. It's literally Freezer. You know, don't complain about localizations ruining things when his Japanese name is literally Freezer. I mean, I do miss Gyarados' original beta name of Skullkraken. Like, that was awesome. That is an awesome name. I'm sad they didn't keep that. Honestly, like, there's so many awesome things. Like, there's so many great ones. It's like, there's a lot of great ones. I'm good without it. No one takes good. No one takes the Chansey. We're not taking a chance on Chansey. And with that, we move into the final battle of Ho-Oh. I mean, it's not the final battle. We're still going to be going for a few more. We're still going to go for a few more raids. Freezer, they aren't Rotom. Yes, exactly. They are not Rotom. I forget what Moltres. I think it's like fires or like flames or something. Then I know Zapdos is thunders. It's like don't complain about the names. Don't complain about the names being bad when they were never good to begin with. They were never like not puns to begin with. There we go. Speed goes down. And of course it avoids the attack. It of course avoids the attack. These Copper are just setting up iron defenses so it can actually take hits decently well. I don't get any sleep because my dog woke me up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Ah, I know that feeling. I very much understand that feeling. I want to take away your sun. I want to take away the sunshine because I don't like your weather boosted fire moves because they're terrifying and they're strong. And I don't like how powerful they are. I mean, it really sucks that I have to use a fighting type to beat this thing. Yeah, Molten Japanese is fire. Yeah, I knew it was something like... I knew it was, like... I didn't know it was exactly that, but I knew it was, like, some sort of variation of that. Where it's literally just, like, fire. You know, it was literally just that, and I find that freaking hilarious. But people are just gonna still be people. People will be people. Yes, like it's one of the many things that just amuse me to no end when it comes to people who play Pokemon complaining about things like that, because it's like, do you even look at the Japanese names originally? They're not like nonsense things that people make up. They actually have a meaning. And it's the exact same in Japanese. It's different words, yeah, but it's the exact same, like, point. The point is the exact same. Good. Give me Helping Hand. Make my Rocks of Doom more destructive, because that's what I like seeing. That's what I like seeing. One more and Ho-Oh should be defeated. Also, thank you for 7 likes. Thank you very much for 7 likes. Stat Purge is a thing. However, okay, it's setting Sunny Day again. Hopefully Torkoal used Inferno or Burning Jealousy, or used something. Steel Roller? Okay. The weirdness disappeared from the battlefield. Rapid Spin. I like Rapid Spin. I am so glad I buffed Rapid Spin to be more than just hazard removal, and I get eliminated because of Sun Boost. I got exploded. The exploding monkey. Storm is growing even stronger. Hopefully these guys can win. Hopefully these guys can win. Please give them like special attack boost or something. Okay. Defense rise. That's good. That's actually very good. What was with Ho just using Sunny Day over and over and over and over again? Thank you, Electabuzz. You are the true hero. You are the true hero, Electabuzz, this day. We will remember your stories throughout all of time. 44 raids down. On to the next battle after we see what our catch is. Yeah, I don't know why it is, like, the text looks different for the outline. I don't know why it looks so different. Huh. I'll have to play around with it. I will have to play around with that, maybe. Let's see. Let's see if we got any shinies. No. No. Nope. No. No shiny Ho-Oh. Unfortunate, but not unexpected. Not unexpected. but save the game, don't drop the power, game is saved. We'd like to keep a record, of course I want to keep a record of Ho-Oh. I always want to keep a record of Ho-Oh. Yes, please, I would thank that. I will go for Ho-Oh. I don't... Honestly, the only reason I still have Kartana... Why do I still even have Kartana up there? It was only for the massive grinding of things. This is terrible. This is utter terribleness. This is a terrible thing. This is not good. I don't know why, like, it's not as, like, well-defined for the outline. Well, like, it's not, like, partially see-through in the same way that it was good. Okay, that's what I like seeing. I like seeing rock types. I like seeing water types. That's very much what I like seeing. That's exactly what I wanted to see. That is exactly what I want to see. That is exactly what I want to see. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Oh yeah, Intimidate Quillfish. Intimidate Quillfish is actually quite good because like Ho-Oh is all physical. So that actually pairs up extremely well because it means that I can knock down its offense. Let's go Charizard, Class, Dry, Instant. Nice! Nice! Yeah, I was like, let's go Charizard. I was like, wait, is that a new game that's actually coming out? I wouldn't. Because the thing is, I would not put Let's Go Charizard past any of the developers. I would not put that past any of the developers to have made. So I was like, wait, is that an actual thing? Like, no. It's just the doodles. Honestly, it's so satisfying getting those curry dexes filled out. It's so satisfying. I have not gone through and done it. I actually remember in the Penn State I can't believe I held on with a sliver. The Penn State Pokemon Society, there was the... Oh, you poor Heatmore. Oh, you poor Heatmore. The Penn State Pokemon Society, we had a trivia night thing where it was, like what is like the curry recipes for these specific things as a bonus question, and no one knew what the heck they were because like no one actually went through and just actually looked at the curry things. Raichu, why are you being terrible? Raichu, why are you being terrible? You could have gone for Rising Voltage. You could have done so much better, and you failed it. You had one job, and that would just hit things with a Rising Voltage, and you completely freaking failed it. You are a bad thing. That's what I like seeing. That's what you should have done 2 turns ago. That's what you should have done 2 turns ago. I want the Quillfish. I want the Quillfish because this thing has Intimidate. I hope the AI actually takes it because the Quillfish is actually surprisingly good because of Intimidate. Like, Intimidate is a fantastic ability just in basically any setting. It's a free just debuff to attack. It basically just makes you have better defenses, physically speaking. I want to see if the AI takes this, if any of the AI take these things, though. Good. The AI took it. The AI took it. I like that. That is a Cramorant, but I want the Dreadnought. I dread this Gnaw. But I dread it not. Honestly, I love that pun. It's literally a pun on Dreadnought. Like, I remember seeing that the first time. It's like, it's a pun on Dreadnought. I like it already. And also, it's a giant Gamera turtle. That's awesome. I am a sucker for kaiju. Like, that's the thing that, like, people will learn I am a sucker for kaiju. I am a sucker for kaiju. Acid spray. I'm gonna just spit some acid at you like the alien. Just bleh. Acid. Why do you keep speed swapping me, Raichu? Why do you keep speed swapping me? Swords Dance Quillfish, that's actually terrifying. That's actually a terrifying thing to just imagine. Solar Beam is charging up its power. I like Solar Beam. Razor Shell is probably not gonna kill. That's surprising. That surprises me. Because, like, Solar... Because... That surprises me. I'm not gonna go for that. I'm not gonna go for it. Raichu, you're just useless. Raichu, you're useless. Revenge of the useless Raichu. You have one job, and that is just use Rising Voltage after I have decreased their special defense into absurdity. Just go for the throat. Please poison. I mean, Solar Beam still annihilated it, so that's actually good anyways. So at the very least, we got rid of it with Solar, but we didn't even need to go for that. Also, I love how I went into that entire fight. 1 health. I was literally on a sliver of health the entire time. I love that. Like, this has probably been one of the wildest rides when it came to Dynamax Adventures. Like, that's kind of one of the things about solo Dynamax Adventures I like, is when it's solo, you have a lot more chaos at play because you can't control things, and you have things like this. So it's like, there's advantages and there's disadvantages, but I enjoy the chaos. I enjoy the chaos. That is a Serena and Bronzong. Either way, we have things we're not great against. But I think Bronzong is actually what we should go to, because I know that I think Bronzong has Trick Room. I don't. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't have Trick Room. I don't think. Maybe it doesn't have Trick Room. Maybe it has. I think that's like Steel Roller, Zen Headbutt, Iron Head, I think? I know it has like 2 steel moves. I know it doesn't have Body Press. I know its move is like garbage. I know its moves are basically garbage. Razor Shell, drop all those defenses. Hopefully. I think it also maybe has like, it's like a Zen Headbutt or something like that. Liquidation. Hopefully that the, good, it's going Fire Lash. It is going Fire Lash. We're all physical attack move users. Let's go for the physical full in. Razor Shell. Skill swap. I was right. You do have garbage moves across the board. I was very much right about that. Focus Miss manages to hit for once. Excellent. Liquidation. Liquidate it. Stupid Heatmore. You are utterly stupid, Heatmore. You are literally nerfing my ability to use my water moves. Then again, the whole reason... Metal Sound? Ugh. I mean, I like Metal Sound, but... I like Metal Sound, but no. No. I mean, it makes... I mean, I guess... I guess? Like... Okay, okay, I can't complain. I can't argue with Overheat's power right there. I can't argue with it. Who am I to be critical of the power of Overheat? In this, like, Sun boosted Overheats are nothing to joke at. They are really nothing to joke at. Yeah, I really should have seen that coming. Heatmore's is like really strong when it comes to being boosted by the sun. It's really good at doing that. Hopefully we can get a Bronzong or something with that. I know you have like garbage, but I feel like it's a Steel Roller. Yeah, Metal Sound Steelers and have... Yeah, it's... Okay, they got rid of the Raichu. Okay, they got rid of the Raichu. I mean, it's not great. It's not great. But, I mean, it's neutrally bulkier. It can... Does it have Heatproof or... Does it have Heatproof or does it have... Levitate? I feel like it might have Levitate or Heatproof. Or Light Metal? Which one does it have? I need to check which one it has, because that's actually potentially important. That is potentially very important for my plans. Levitate. Okay, unfortunately it has Levitate. It doesn't have Heatproof. Heatproof would have been amazing. But it's time for the rocks to fall with maximum rockfall. It's like maximum carnage, except with rocks. I do enjoy rock music. I love rock music. I also like heavy metal. You might be able to guess that by my 2 favorite type Pokemon. Or not really, because music and Pokemon likes have no correlation. Good, use Sunny Day. It's going to mean absolutely nothing. All it means is that I'm going to be able to hit you with a rock move and it's not going to do anything. Well, it does mean that Liquid is good with it, but can we get a defense drop? No, we're going to get a defense drop. Good, Fire Lash. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Maximum Rockfall. The rocks fall on you, and it's... Oh, it's almost a near one-shot. It's a near one-shot. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Ho is growing desperate. Oh, wait, that's going to reactivate Intimidate. That's going to reactivate Intimidate. It's going to drop it again. Yes. For once, Skill Swap's actually being good. For once, Skill Swap's actually being a tactical play. And who that might have actually allowed it to survive that. That might have actually let it survive, now that I think about it, because it's another drop. Good, thank you for the lurk, Susamaru. I hope I am saying that name right, Susamaru. Thank you for the lurks. Even if this thing gets an Omni boost, it's not going to save it. Liquidation! Destroyed! And that is why you don't mess with Quillfish. That is why you don't mess with Quillfish. Luxury Ball for the throw. We're up to 45. We are almost halfway there. We're almost halfway there. Whoa. I mean, I don't know. There's a part of me that is hoping this hunt goes over odds, because that would mean, I mean, based on probability, we've had so many just super low odds, like low encounter number shiny hunts so far, that getting one not on a, high roll would statistically make sense. So we are very much like in the ballpark of kind of deserving a bit of a low, not a lower, but like a high roll, like a high number of encounters. Yes, keep the Ho-Oh thing. I very much want that. Yes, please, I want that. I want Ho-Oh. I want Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh, yes. Ho-Oh, please. Don't invite anyone. I want Gastrodon. Ooh. I like some of these moves. These are some good moves. And Jellicent. Yeah, okay, good. It's a decent combination. It's a decent combination. Let's look at that. We got 3 ground. Is that 3 ground types? I think that's 3 ground types. Oh, it's 2. It's a fire type and a psychic. I was wrong. But that's a Basculin. And Basculin has I'm pretty sure that Basculin has adaptability, which is very good because that means it's a ×2 damage rather than just 50% boost, which is very strong. It's very, very, very strong indeed. I very much like that. Thank you. Hello. It's me, Gastrodon. I am going to be Dynamaxing first because I would very much like to hit you with a waterfall. Gonna hit him with the water power. Hydro power. Destroy! I've actually already gotten a Clink Clang shiny from Dynamax Adventures in my spare time, so I'm probably not... I hope I don't get this shiny. I hope I don't get this one as a shiny. Yeah. Again, I've said my logic for I don't catch Pokemon, and Focus Miss actually hits from Raichu. Love to see the shiny... Not the shiny, I love to see the Focus Miss actually hitting. But now it's going for Shift Gear, and that's terrifying, because that is a great boost. And it's going for Gear Grind, but it misses. Good. Dusclops, make the avoid. Please do not set up Gravity, Dusclops. Please do not set up Gravity, because that would be the worst thing possible, because it would have an odds of hitting us, which I don't like. Hopefully Jellicent will go dive underwater. Ah, crud, it's using Gravity. Please use Trick Room. Good. Jellicent's using Trick Room, the trickiest of rooms. And I'm pretty sure because that thing boosted its speed last turn, Raichu will underspeed it. Hicks. Excellent. I like the fact it's a fun move. Maximum Geyser. Water Blast from the face. Good. That's a good amount of HP chip down. Jellison's diving under the water. Excellent. Excellent hiding place. But you're using Speed Swap, aren't you? Yep. Actually, that's good. That's actually very good because you are very slow. Raichu's very fast. Raichu's now going to be able to go first. So that actually was a good speed swap. That was a very good speed swap. And it's shift gearing again. I don't like this. I don't like that it's shift gearing as many times as it is because that's terrifying. That's nightmare-inducing. It's very terrifying. Focus Blast manages to connect. Max Geyser, eat some water. I guess drink it in that case. The Clink Clang exploded. And catch the Clink Clang. Only like 5 more Dynamax adventures before I have to go restock up on Luxury Balls. Because yeah, Luxury Balls, I've mentioned them before, but Luxury is my favorite Pokeball. I just like the look of it. They are my favorites. They always will be my favorites. Hopefully they don't get rid of the thing. Ugh. No, I thought it had like no, that's Clink or Climb. It's the second form that has Rising Voltage. Ew. No. Like, I'm sorry, Clink Clang. You're bad. You're bad. I love you, but you're bad. You're just bad. You don't got anything going for you. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. You're just not good. I think this is the one that has adaptability, because I think it's the red one that has adaptability. Or maybe it's the blue one. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. Body Slam. Body Slam is my strongest move. Rise in voltage. That does good damage. That does very good damage. Okay, good. Hit me with Ice Fang, just so long as I don't freeze or flinch. And of course it crits me. And of course it crits me. Shift gear. The gears are shifting. It's like a clutch on a car, where just like a shifter just pops out of it, and just like someone just shifts it into something else. Love it. It's like Fast and the Furious, how they are always just like shifting gears. I mean, it actually does make sense to make us do that. To have us be a Trick Room now, but still, it's not great. Not a great strategy to put us in a Trick Room when we're not. I mean, yeah, I guess it makes a little bit of sense because you and I are both pretty slow. But yeah, I am pretty sure this is the one that has adaptability. I mean, again, that's actually a very smart decision to do that. Metal Sound, good. Rising Voltage will now definitely destroy you. Rising Voltage will definitely cause... Why? Why are you not going for the one move we know would destroy this thing? Apparently it's paralyzed now, but like, why is it doing nothing that's... I was about to ask, why is it doing nothing that's intelligent? And that's exactly what I answered my question. It's not doing anything intelligent because it's not intelligent. And I just got KO'd because this Raichu is inept. We've also... I think we had a Raichu in just every single one of these things. So it's just like endless Raichu ineptitude. Just endless Raichu ineptitude. Trick Room again. Wow, it's almost like these AI are terrible, and I can't even Dynamax this turn because I'm dead. Raichu just... Why? What is Raichu even doing anymore? What is Raichu even doing anymore? I don't get it. Like, you have one electric move. You have one electric move, and it just keeps going for Speed Swap. It's like, I don't get it. It's funny. Like, it's hilarious to watch these things, but at the same time, it's just frustrating beyond belief. Like, I have to watch these idiots do this. Oh, you have to do this super fast Jellicent. Oh boy, who's gonna get hit by Max Geyser? It's probably gonna be me. Oh, it's Clink Clang, and Clink Clang's gonna get not annihilated. Okay, I was expecting to get annihilated. It could be worse. It could be worse. It could be worse. It could be worse. And of course, it's speed swapping again. It's just being useless. Please take away this Raichu. Please get rid of the Raichu. Please get rid of the Raichu. I can't deal with this stupidity anymore. It's just driving me crazy. Just revenge of the stupid Raichu. It's... Please kill it. Oh my gosh, it's a sliver. It just freaking holds on. It just doesn't want to end. It doesn't want to end. finally it's actually going for something, and of course it goes for something when Clang Clang destroys it. Of course. Of course. Joy. Joy, 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 joy. Oh my gosh, this is so stupid. I don't get it, how they could... I feel like they intentionally programmed the AI this bad. I have to imagine they programmed the AI to intentionally be that bad. That is one of adaptability. Okay. Okay, let's just do some quick math. 2 stab times 2, it's 4. Times... I want to... son of a... If I just waited 2 seconds, they would have gotten rid of the thing. That's a Swampert. That is a Swampert right there. That is very much a Swampert. And I would very much like it. Hopefully the Raichu's gonna get rid of this time. Hopefully we can get rid of that stupid Raichu. Because I want this Raichu to be rid of us. I want to be rid of this stupid Raichu. Because it's... We've had Raichu in every single one of these things. We've had so many freaking Raichu. Liquidation. I know that the blue stripe one is the one that has Scald. I think it has Scald. I think it also has Dive. Liquidation. Yes. And we got the drop. And we got the drop. That's what I like seeing. Giga Impact for some big damage. Icy Wind for the speed drop. It's not doing a whole lot of damage, but it is dropping some speeds. Max Quake. It's targeting the Clink Clang, and Clink Clang is been jammed. Those gears have been jammed. Hey, Ella Knight, how are you doing? Glad to see that you're back. You didn't miss much. We just missed a whole lot of stupidity involving a Raichu. That's all you pretty much have missed. And it makes me want to just punch this Raichu in the face, even though I can't punch to the TV. This Raichu is just being useless. It's like, I don't get how they could program the AI to just constantly be using status moves when there's a super effective type attack against it. Like, it had Rising Voltage against a Basculin, and just kept using Speed Swap back and forth. I don't get how they could have programmed the AI to just keep doing stupid things like that, because it makes no sense. I mean, when we're gonna be probably resuming like the teammate hunts from like people who are online later. Like, we're probably gonna have to do that. We're doing that eventually at some point because we kind of need it. But like, this is just maddening, just how stupid the AI is. Oh wow, it actually targeted them, but it survived because of Light Screen. That's very helpful. That's very helpful, everyone. Light Screen saved them. Cling Clang is back in play. Max Geyser, once again from the physical side. Oh, good focus mishits. Good focus mishits for once. I'm glad you feel like you're helping, Raichu. It's just 2 battles too late for that. It's 2 battles too late for you to feel like you're helping. And there Swampert goes down. And that is how you defeat a Mudfish. Axolotl. That's... Yeah, Swampert is an Axolotl. It's adorable. Well, that also make it adorable. Not my favorite starter, but it is... I think it's like... A lot of people really love the Hoenn starters. I don't really have any strong feelings about the Hoenn starters other than Blaziken, because I don't like it. I just don't like one-tricks. I don't like competitive one-tricks. And, like, sure, like, Swampert's cool. Sure, it's got like it's a nice Earthquake, it's decently bulky, it's not a bad Pokemon. But, good, finally the Raichu is gone. We are rid of that buffoonery that is that Raichu. I do not get why we've had like 4 Raichu so far today. I mean, it's not, I mean, I'm okay with generally things repeating so long as it's like a repeat that's fun. Like getting all those freaking freezes on Reshiram in that one episode where we froze Reshiram like 5 times, which was awesome. But this is just dumb. This is just dumb. Liquidation, please drop. Gee, that's the kind of power I love seeing. And we got the defense drop. We got the defense drop. That's what I really love to see. And of course it avoids Metal Sound. Swampert's Amnesia. I forget how stupid my trainer used to be. And it's time for the trickiest of rooms. The trickiest of rooms has been activated. We're probably not even going to need the Dynamax. We're probably not even going to need it. Amnesia. Swampert is the slowest thing. I mean, I guess Swampert doesn't really have great speed. Swampert's like base 60. I guess that does make the difference. What's Jellicent? What the heck is Jellicent's base speed then? It's like Jellicent's used on a hard Trick Room teams. Like, Jellicent's main thing is hard Trick Room. That makes it, I want to check what these things' speeds are. Like, I really want to check what these things' base speeds are now. Dive! Dive, dive, dive. Super effective hit. Oh! Oh, they're speed tied. Huh. They're speed tied. That's neat. Gambit. Let's see what their base speeds are. Because, like, I know Swampert's base 60 memorized. Wow, they actually both have the same base speed. They're both base 60s. So that means they either both have the same stat. That means they either don't have a... That means that their natures must modify the exact same stats if it's... Oh, I was gonna say, freaking awesome, we could have beaten it if it didn't get burned. But hopefully, like, we don't... This is our last life. We need to not lose. How fitting, we come in right with the Dynamax right at the end, going in for the Max Geyser. Going in with the last hit from Max Geyser. That's what I love to see. Hopefully the Ho-Oh does not outspeed me. I think Trick Room is still up. I think it's still up. But I'm not 100% sure about that. Just I hope it doesn't kill anything. Yep, Trick Room is still up. Trick Room is still up. Good, that's one less target available. That is one less target. Metal Sound, good, and I know that I underspeed Ho-Oh. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. The thing's at full health. We're fine. That's another Ho-Oh. Another bird bites the dust. And another one gone. Another one gone. Another bird bites the dust. Get geysered. Eat some water in your face. Thank you, Ho-Oh, for getting obliterated by water. That is our 46th Ho-Oh defeated. Luxury ball for the throw. There is number 46. Let's see if this one is going to be so sparkly. I highly doubt it because we have had terrible luck all day. But who knows? Who knows? It might be helpful to us. I think that the next one is probably going to be our last one, just because I'm kind of done with just all these stupid Raichu. I mean, if we get another one that has a Raichu, and I'm probably going to lose it. I'm probably going to freaking lose it if we get another Raichu one. No shiny Basculin, no shiny Swampert, no shiny Ho. It'll be fitting if we get a shiny in the one where we have a Raichu. It'll be fitting if we have that. But I highly doubt it'll happen, because I'm never going to log on to pick Raichu. Of course, yes, keep a record of Ho-Oh. Keep a record. Actually, yeah, we might go for two. We might go for two more. We might go for two more. Because I want to see how many we can do. I want to see how many we can do. I want to see how many we can do. I mean, I do enjoy these raids. I very much love doing them, and as much as it irritates me when I have like chaos in them, it's kind of what I find fun. Meteor Beam. I want the Meteor Beam. Okay, these are not... And we have 3 G-Max capable Pokemon. We have a not horrible matchup for this thing. There's Pissimian. There's our Rock type. There's our designated Rock type destroyer of Ho-Oh. There's Pissimian. Pukamuku, Rotom, Cradily. Okay, this left side is ideal because we have a Rock type right here, and as much as I do enjoy Behem, I would prefer to not have to have Meteor Beam as my main move because it's a 2-turn charge-up attack. I mean, I love Meteor Beam. It's great in VGC. It's like, it's super fun. I love using it on my Lunala. I love using it on my, my Celesteela. But in Dynamax Adventures, it's too many turns too long. It's 2 turns too long. Thank you, I will take my Dynamax power that swirls around me. Expanding Force. And I'm going to take the Passimian, because I want those rock moves. Which is exactly what I love using against Ho-Oh, to target that very weak physical defense. So yeah, we're going to go with this, we're going to target Cradily. The good thing is actually Cradily also has rock moves, but Cradily is a special attacker, and also it's not a special attacker, it's a special... It is a wall with predominantly special moves. Is the right way to describe Cradily. That is the right way to describe Cradily. And of course, it destroys the Hitmontop. It destroys Hitmontop. And it's also a critical hit. Joy. It probably would have survived that. It probably would have survived that. Otherwise, please freeze. Dang, it didn't freeze. Max Mindstorm! Eat brainwaves! How do you eat brainwaves? I have no clue, but eat them! And Hatterene used Expanding Force, and that closes the kill. Yeah, Hatterene is a monster. Hatterene is a monster. It's one of the reasons why it's so good in VGC. It's terrifying. I mean, it also has Magic Bounce, so that way you can't status it. Or you can't use status moves on it because it'll just rebound them back at you, so it's very reliable to get it set up with Trick Room. Because you can't taunt it, you can't encore it. You basically just can't do anything to it to stop it from doing what it does, and what it does is incredibly annoying. You know, it's one of those Pokemon where it basically has very minimal issues across the board. And also, I just realized, I thought that was a ride-on for a second that they had with the poison, but no, it's a Nidoking. What is that water type? Is that... I mean, we're going for grass. We're going for grass. I wonder what that water type up top is like. I thought it looked kind of like a Starmie point at the top, but I can't be sure. Also, wow, we've gotten a good number of subscribers today. That's been great. I mean, the discussion videos have definitely been drawing in a lot more attention, and it's really helping with traffic. And I guess so is the shiny reset video, the shiny soft resets for the starter. So, I mean, yeah, things are going pretty well. I mean, I've discovered like what works, which is exactly the best part. Is like, okay, I know it works. Just keep doing the good stuff that works. See, that's why I love Brick Break. That's why I love Cradily. It's so good. We have Coaching. Coaching is also one of my favorite moves. Coaching is a move that... It's one of those moves where after they've introduced it, you just kind of think, wait, why did this move never exist before? It feels so natural. A move that's a fighting support move to benefit allies by making them physically stronger and physically bulkier. It's like, it makes so much sense. Hey, Nova Schneuvern, how you doing? Glad to see you here. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hatterene setting up the Safeguard. Actually, that Safeguard will probably help us very much against Ho-Oh because we can't get burnt otherwise. Brick. Yep, that's the power that is Coaching. It's just kind of a shame that not a whole lot of Pokemon can really use Coaching effectively on a non-Trick Room team, because a lot of fighting types are not really support-based. They don't really have the stats spread to be supporters, and the faster fighting types are like brick wall attackers. I mean, the only exceptions are Cobalion and Virizion, which they're both have their big frailties in one defensive aspect. Which, I mean, they're pretty bulky as well. Like, they do have a really, really great defensive stat. They do have a really great speed, but they're not really. I mean, Cobalion was good in VGC for a while. It was good in VGC for a while. So I won't go so far as to say that it wasn't bad. Like, it was bad. Like, it was good for a while. It was good for a while. Because it had Steel Spike with Justified combo. I would love a shiny Cradily. I would love a shiny Cradily, because I love Cradily. Cradily, for those who don't know, it used to be one of my, if not my absolute most favorite Pokemon. Fun story. It kind of fell off. Like I love the color green when I was younger. It's still my second favorite color, but like now it's purple. But yeah, I really love Cradily because like it was one of the few green Pokemon I remembered. Good. Someone took the Cradily. Someone took the Cradily. We barely need these bears, and that's Celio. Okay. Yeah, I think we got Celio's easy pickings for us. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for the Vespiquen. Like, yes, Vespiquen is not the bulkiest thing in the world, but it has Revenge, it has dual Wing Beat, and I would rather not potentially get destroyed by it. That's just the way that I see. That's just the way that I see things. Celio is up next. Prepare to get obliterated by the flying fist from Atomic Space Punch. I freaking love how over the top these Dynamax move animations are. They're so freaking over the top, I love them. They're just ridiculous. They're great. It's just, I love Dynamax moves. I love them. At the same time, they're also like, kind of ridiculous. They're kind of ridiculous. What? That's why I love them. That's why I very much love them so much. Dynamax, I love you so, but your health for the meta, it is not so. You're too broken in the game. You gotta go. As much as I don't want them to. That's not true. I actually do want to see Dynamax leave. Like, Dynamax is fun for the game. Like, if Dynamax was limited to just story mode, we're hunting for Ho-Oh. Like, if Dynamax was limited to just the story mode and it wasn't in, like, the competitive aspects of everything, it wouldn't be as bad. But because it is in competitive, it really is just ridiculous. It's kind of just ridiculous because of how strong it is. Because remember, the thing that makes Dynamax as strong, it's not the stat boosts. It's well, it is the stat boost, but it's really that teams will optimize their Dynamax to maximize its effectiveness as a damage output user when it was envisioned as a like setup user. But the whole point of Dynamax is you Dynamax a Pokemon, you use its moves to set up your allies and set itself up. And that's really what that's what Dynamax is. Dynamax was always just a setup option. It was a setup mechanic to enable Pokemon to have a setup option when they maybe otherwise didn't, or give them setup that they didn't have before. That's one of the reasons why it is so strong, is because a lot of people don't use it as a setup option. Well, if they do use it, they use it for max Airstream setup potential, but then they just go with like full Brick Force brute attack power, where they use things like, Santino's weakness policy Colossal, where like it's a monster of a thing to be dealing with. Yes, it had to have crossed their minds to have been used. And okay, Magneton. Oh no, they got rid of Hitmontop. That's not good. I really wanted to have the Hitmontop for coaching. That would have been so great. But, beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. Ho-Oh's pressure is being exerted. And time to just drop the speed with Rock Tomb. Please don't Flare Blitz me. Please don't burn. Oh my gosh. Right when I say please don't Flare Blitz me, it Flare Blitzes me. Say please don't burn me, it burns me. Nothing goes right. No, Magneton, you're doing nothing. You're doing nothing, Magneton. Please get an Omni Boost, Cradily. Please get an Omni Boost. Nope. Please freeze. Well, then again, no, it won't even matter if it freezes. Because, like, Sacred Fire will thaw it. Rock Tomb once again. At least we're faster now. Super effective. Dropping all the speed. Please use an electric move. At the very least, Electro Ball with my speed drops is going to combo very well. Ancient Power does good. Speed up. Dang, we didn't get the Omni Boost. Ice Beam. Good. There's the freeze. And this is... Flare Blitz melted the ice. Flare Blitz melted the ice. That's why the freezing was completely irrelevant. Oh, and analytic electro ball really doesn't work well. I mean, it works well in it would work well in doubles with Trick Room up, but we're probably actually gonna go down before that. Rock Tomb, the rockiest of tombs. All the speeds go to nothing. Uh-oh is getting desperate. Please crit, please crit, please crit, please crit. Stat boost, stat boost, stat boost. Hang it. Please freeze again, please freeze again. Good. 20% freeze, 20% freeze, 20% freeze. Save it from off the ice. And I go dead. And now I am dead. Of course, Ho-Oh. You are just a jerk, Ho-Oh. You're just a jerk. Every time we freeze you, you just melt yourself. And right when I get Dynamax, I can't do anything because I'm dead. Please, like, give us a defense boost, heal, something helpful. Good. Heal is exactly what we needed. That is exactly what we needed because Cradily would have gone down soon. Hopefully this means that Cradily can be of best usage. Light Screen is not helpful to us at all. Why are you doing that? Please poison. Please poison. Dang it. Ice Beam. Freeze. Nah, we could have gotten 3 in a row. Well, there goes the stat boost. Well, stat decreases on Ho-Oh. Good ancient power does the fail. Sacred fire kills. Sacred fire kills. Remember, kids, fire kills. And with that, we get blown out of the den. Because we got burnt. Alright. No. Nope. And nope. Well, I don't want to... I don't want to end on a loss. Actually, yeah. We're going to be ending. We are going to be ending because the time is almost tasted. Look forward to working again soon. Now, it is time for us to go look for a raid. Let's see who we're going to go raid. Let's see. Let's look who we've got. Burnout, Major League, Turtwig. No, we already raided Justin. ISO? No, not quite ISO. Tinier's not live. It says it's online. He says he's live, but he's not. Yeah, let's go raid Triviality. Let's go raid Triviality. So, for those who are new, when we go raiding, we do a mechanized Maxis raid. I hope to see all of you guys over at the raid spot. Have a nice day, and thank you all for coming out. It really does mean a whole lot. See you guys next time. All of you wonderful, wonderful people. It really does mean the world to me when you guys do this. It really does mean the world. Yeah, that's the right thing. There we go. That's the right thing. There's the link. See you guys over there. Have a good day. And make sure if you have not, like, comment, subscribe, and check out the rest of the videos, because we do a lot of stuff on here. We do a lot of stuff here.